it's Michelle, and we're doing another napkin fold for Thanksgiving today. We're going to combine two of our previous folds that I've showed you earlier in the year. We're going to use the Swan fold that we did earlier in the year. We're going to do that in the brown, and then we're going to do the fan fold with our fall leaf patterned napkin here, and that brown swan and the leafy fan is going to become our Thanksgiving turkey. I'll put the links to the swan and the fan napkin folding video in the description box, but I will go over those folds again with you today as we're doing our turkey. So the first one we'll do is the swan, well, the turkey. So you just want to take your napkin with your folded edge at the top, either of these two top sides, turning it in the diagonal direction like a diamond. So that's going to mean all four of your corners here at the bottom will be loose with no folded edge down here. So just make sure that those are all four loose, and you'll know you've got it turned in the right direction. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fold the right side over to the left, making a crease all the way from the top corner to the bottom corner. So we just want that for the crease. So we'll open it back up, and when we have our crease, we're going to fold our corners in along that line to meet in the middle. Okay, now at this point in our swan video, we flipped it over and did the same thing again. But for our turkey, we're not going to flip it. We're going to leave it like we had it before and just go ahead and do that same thing again on this same side without flipping it. Because that made the crease at the center of the chest of our swan, so that we could fold that in half and make it narrow. We're not going to fold it in half and make it narrow for our turkey, so we won't need that seam up the middle of its chest. This way, we'll just leave it this way, and the seam will only be on the back side. So then we twist it around, and we're going to fold this bottom point up to meet with the top point. Okay, you want to crease that down really, really, really good to make sure that our turkey is going to sit in the right position. Okay, and then we're going to just fold down the point up here at the top for our turkey's head. You want to crease everything really, really well, or else this is not going to hold shape. So if you have a bone folder or something like that, you can bring that in and burnish it down so your creases are really sharp. Okay, and for our turkey, remember we fluffed out the tail feathers for the swan. We're not going to need to do that because we're going to have turkey tail feathers with our other napkins. So we're done at this point with the turkey, so we're going to set him aside, and we'll just bring in our leaf napkin to do our fan fold. For this, you want to make sure that if you're using a patterned napkin, that when you open this up, you've still got pattern on all sides. Some of these will just have the pattern on one side when it's folded, and the rest will be just plain white, or maybe just a border around the edge. Just make sure that you've got one that is patterned all over. And open it up one time. And you want to choose which edge you want to be most prominent on your turkey tail. So I'm going to choose this side here. Actually, our turkey fan is going to be, one side will show what's along this side and one side will show what's along this side. So when you choose your side, you don't want to probably choose this one because one side of your turkey fan would be just solid cream color here. So once you choose your side, you want to make sure that your chosen side is facing down. So we'll flip that over, working from the opposite side. And in order to make sure that that stays in position, we're not going to flip it around as we do our accordion fold. We're going to try to do it all from this one position. So we're just going to do it like this. We'll start with about a 1/2 inch fold. And using that as your guide for size of your folds, just continue like this. And when you do it in this way, you kind of fold up and over at once, so you're kind of getting 2 of those folds at once. It just keeps you from having to flip your napkin around when you're trying to keep in mind which side you want positioned where. So we're just going to do it that way until we get almost to the end. We'll leave about a 2 or 2.5 inch piece at the end. Until then, we just accordion fold. That looks like about how much we need at the end. Okay, so at this point you want to make sure that all of your accordion folds are on top of your remaining piece. You don't want to stop with your accordion folds under. Okay, make sure that they are on top and your excess is left underneath. And then we're going to flip that and fold straight in half this way. Increase that. Try to make sure we don't get that wrinkled up. Get as straight of a fold as you can. Increase that all the way out. Okay, and then we're going to turn it this way with all of our loose ends upward. And we're going to open those up till we get to this flat layer, and we're going to fold it down so that it'll be tucked inside of our accordion folds. Crease that down, and that's going to serve as our stand in the back. And we fan that out. Okay, now to make our turkey. Okay, this will take a minute to work with till those fans kind of settle around to where they want to be. Okay, we're going to bring in our turkey. And we're going to raise his head up a little bit, but not too much, because we want him to kind of lean back a little, and our fan will kind of hold him up. And we just set that in there on top, straight behind our turkey's head. And that's all you have to do. And as you can see, you turn that around where we left the turkey's back end flat. That's just going to be what our tail feather fan sits on. And the stand there will hold that up for us in the back. And that's your turkey. So you guys let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a like over on my Facebook page and follow me on Pinterest. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.